So year 10, I just want to show you something really interesting, I suppose is probably a good word to describe it, that I saw today on a maths site. Now, it goes like this. The square root of 4, so on this calculator you've got to press 4 square root, and then take away 2 equals... Now, the square root of 4 is 2, and if I take away 2, that's 0. But I've actually got this number here, minus 1.0682819, blah, 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 e to the minus 19, which means 10 to the minus 19, which is an amazingly small number. But that's what happens with calculators. They don't use exact values, they use approximations. So I thought that was really cool. Okay, super quick bit of revision. 3 lots of 16. If I was going to do that multiplying, I could do that, but I can also do it adding. How do I do it adding? Let's have I'm glad you asked. So if I looked at 3 lots of 16, here it is. 3 lots of 16. Just see that. So here I've got 3 lots of 10, 3 lots of 6, because each of these rows is 16 and I've got it 3 times. Yeah? And 30, 3 tens, plus 18, 3 sixes, is much easier to do, 48, than just about any other way to calculate that, I reckon. Unless you know your 16s off by heart. But let's look at the maths behind that. So what I've actually got is I'm busting up the 16 into 10 and 6. I could have broken it up into 8 and 8. I could have broken it up into 9 and 7. I could have done 15 and 1. Doesn't matter. So, but when I draw, but that's why I've got the 10 and the 6 like that. So that's why I've put the 10 and the 6 there. So what I'm saying is it's 3 lots of 10 and 3 lots of 6. Yeah, so 3 lots of 10, 3 lots of 6. 30 plus 18, 48. Bam, done. So now we're going to have a look how that works with surds. Here's the first example. So using my law that I was using before, that times that. So root 2 times root 3 is root 6. 2 3s are 6. Root 2 times 2, so I'll put an arrow there. Take away 2 lots of root 2. That's the end of that. Can't do any more, can't simplify it anymore. That's it. Okay, so I just do that times that and that times that. Let's have a look at the next one. Root 6 times root 6 plus root 3 all in brackets. So the first multiplier is going to be this one. So I'm going to actually have the square root of 6 sixes are 36. And then I've got square root of 6 times the square root of 3 plus the square root of 6 threes are 18. What is the square root of 36? Square root of 36 is 6. So I'm going to get here 6 plus square root of 18. Now if you have a look at this one, 18 is 9 times 2. Okay? So this is actually, instead of writing the square root of 18, I'm going to write the square root of 9 times 2. Okay? So I've got 6 plus, but what is the square root of 9? Square root of 9 is 3. So this is actually 3 root 2. Okay? Let's have a look at this one. It's actually, if you look at it, this number and this number are the same. This number and this number are the same. The only difference is one's a plus and one's a minus. Okay? And I don't know if you remember, but it's actually one that looks like this. A plus B, A minus B equals A squared minus B squared. If you don't remember that one, we'll just go through it the long way and you'll see that it does equal this anyway. So let's go back up here. So the first one I've got is going to be this multiplied by this one. So 2 root 5 times 2 root 5. The next one is going to be plus 2 root 15, because 5 times 3 is 15. Now I'm going to get minus 2 root 15, because there's 3 times 5 is 15 again. And then I'm going to get minus root 3 times plus root 3 is going to be negative square root of 9. Okay, so that was that last term there. So 2 root 5 times 2 root 5 is the first term. That's that one times that one. 2 root 5 times root 3 gives me 2 root 15 because the 5 and the 3 are both under the square root sign. The next one is this times this. So I've got 2 times 1, which is this 2, and root 3 times root 5 is again root 15. Negative times a positive gives me the negative. Root 3 times root 3 is root 9. 3 3s are 9. Can you see that this is equal to 0? Plus 2 root 15 minus 2 root 15. Done. So that's actually gone. So what I'm left with is 2 root 5 times 2 root 5. So let's have a look over here. What does that equal? Well, 2 2s are 4, and root 5 times root 5 is 25, square root of 25 I should say, and the square root of 25 is 5. So I've actually got 4 lots of 5, which is 20. So 2 root 5 times 2 root 5, or 2 root 5 squared, is 20, minus, and what's the square root of 9? 3, which is 17. Who would have thought that all of that came down to one nice number? And it is actually this one here, a squared minus b squared. This is 2 root 5 all squared, and this is root 3 all squared. So that's the a and the b here. Let's have a go at this one now. So here I've got the square root of 5 plus 7 multiplied by the square root of 5 minus 4. So the first thing I'm going to do is square root of 5 times the square root of 5 is the square root of 25. Square root of 5 times negative 4 is minus 4 lots of square root of 5. So that was that one there. Then I've got plus 7 multiplied by square root of 5. So I've got 7 lots of root 5. Sorry about that. And then I've got lastly 7 times negative 4, which is 7 4s are 28. Okay, let's have a look what we've got. What is the square root of 25? 5. What is minus 4 lots of root 5 plus 7 lots of root 5? Well, it's going to be 3 lots of root 5 minus 4 plus 7. And I've still got to do minus 28. So now I can put these two together because they're both numbers. So I've got 3 root 5. What is 5 minus 28? Minus 23. Let's have a look at another one. 4 minus root 3 all squared. Okay, let's have a look at that one. If I wrote that out, I would get 4 minus the square root of 3, 4 minus the square root of 3. Okay, so let's go again. 4 times 4 is 16. 4 times negative root 3 is minus 4 lots of root 3. This one is also minus 4 lots of root 3 because I've got 4 times negative root 3. And minus root 3 times minus root 3 is plus square root of 9. So this one is the negative of square root of 3 times the negative of square root of 3. Okay. So what have I actually got left? Let's have a look. I've got 16 minus 4 root 3 minus another 4 root 3 is minus 8 root 3. What is the square root of 9? 3. So this equals 19, take away 8 square root 3.